Today we will be making this reversible beanie. This comes in two colors, which I will show you which colors I use in the project. You can use whatever color you like. I usually do a light and a dark version so that they are very contrasty colors. Super fun, super easy beanie, so you can have a two-in-one situation. So if this tutorial helps, don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Here we go, and I'll show you the colors we used. Okay, so this is going to be one of the easier hats to follow. So we're doing it in Big Twist Navy, and we're again using Big Twist Medium Gray. So Big Twist, I always get the big one. All right, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna go with the first color. Make sure I don't get a knot in my yarn. All right, so we're gonna put it on medium tension. Now, I noticed with Big Twist that it happens to leave the hats a little bit more baggy than I would like. So I do 10 less than the recommended amount. So I know recommended amount is 140 for an adult hat, and I do 130. And I find that that works for me. So I'm going to be doing half of this in one color. I love reversible hats, by the way, so I keep making them. So half of this in this navy, and I'm gonna put it on medium tension. On tighter tension, it does make it less. I'm gonna reset my counter here, and we are going to start. So we are going to, I believe it's 65 is where I had it accurate. So like I'm going 130 divided by 2 is 65. So 65 in this one and 65 in the other one. I could come back for the other one when I start the other row in case you haven't seen the color change. Remember to go super duper slow when doing your first round is what I like to do. And then you can go faster once you're on the second round. Once all of them have the little thing on it and they're moving a lot faster. All right, I will see you at 65. All right, I am coming up to the end of my row, thankfully, because my yarn is all knotted up. So this is my first row here. All right, we're gonna take my notions bag and we are gonna cut with our scissor. We're gonna cut a yarn tail, and this is the only one you'll need to cut off and tie, as the remainder pattern will be the exact thing but on the opposite side. So you are here, you're gonna put that there. You're gonna hold both yarn tails and you're gonna go and you're gonna tighten, tie. We're not long enough for a tuck. We're getting there, but we're not long enough for a tuck yet. So now it's super easy, just 65 of this and you should be done. I will see you when it's time to cast off. Okay, we are right up to the 130 mark, and there we go. So I'm gonna pull out enough of a slack to do a long tail cast on. You don't need too much, just enough to wrap around the thing one time, and then we are going to cast off. And we are going to let the machine go a few rounds, hold this one, grab this one, and I usually pop it off right after I grab it, as so that I know which ones I have left to grab. So this is gonna be the super easy beanie, guys. Only 2 color changes, and a cast on and a cast off. So if the other one that I made or other ones that I make are too hard, this one's gonna be super simple. I mean, the simplest would be a solid color, but I love reversible beanies. I really, really do. I think I've already said that once. So yeah, so we're just gonna cast off and cinch and tie off, and you'll see the end results. Okay, now that we have the hat off the machine, we're gonna stretch it out. Stretch, stretch, stretch to set the knits. Stretch it out everywhere. Stretch, stretch, stretch. All right, now I like to give this a nice tie. It's tied one on the machine, then I tie it a little here, and the third one I'll go and I'll tie it real tight so it doesn't come off. I tend to leave them there. You can snip them off. I had some extra fabric, so I did essentially cut off the string, but since you wouldn't know it inside the fabric, I did it here. I think I even did it to the blue. Yeah, there it is. So I did have some extra pieces. You should only have one piece. I just had some extra stuff I was working with and some excess fabric from frogging and starting over again, but you should not have any of that. So you should only have 2 pieces of string to tie off. But if for some reason you messed up on the machine and you had to cut it, or there was a big knot, like there was a factory knot on one of these. I don't remember where the factory knot was. Anyway, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna take this and we're gonna pull it. Actually, we're gonna pull it after we pull this on the right side, because that's the purl side. We want the knit side. One of these days I am going to use the purl side, but today is not that day. We're going to use the knit side for now. All right, okay, we're going to pull it, pull it. Make sure you turn while you pull. All right, and what you want to do is grab your I forget what this is called right now. It'll come to me eventually. Grab that, thread it through, and pull. And you're gonna go around in a circular motion. I like to go at least once around. Sometimes I do 2. Just grab all those loops from the top and pull it through. And tighten while you're doing it. Okay, we should have gone, this should be a whole go around. All right. And one more time. We don't want this hat opening up. Okay. I'm going to pull it up here. And we're going to leave it here for now until we finish off the other side. Okay? So So this is one side done. Now we're gonna grab the other side and we are gonna do exactly the same. We're gonna pull till it starts to cinch. Okay. There you go. And then take your needle, your darning needle. There you go, that's the word I was looking for. A memory blank for a second. And you're gonna do the same thing. You're gonna go around and around. You're gonna pull it and go in the same direction. As the way you were pulling it. Pull it through. I'm not cutting this yet. I always like to have a lot of excess fabric just in case. You could do whatever makes you happy, but that makes me happy knowing I have a lot of excess material just in case I mess up, which I have in the past. So we're just circling it around 2 whole times, guys. 2 whole times. It should be nice and snug now. Super snug. Shouldn't be it shouldn't come out now. All right, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna fold this in half and put one end into the other. Okay, and I know it looks long now, but remember this beanie is gonna be for a folded brim beanie. Okay, but this is the most basic way, and since I already have this one through the blue, I am just gonna grab it through the middle of the other one and pull it right through. Okay, turn it inside out. I want to see what I'm doing so I don't mess up. All right, there goes that string, and I really don't want to see this blue. I don't want it to be visible, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure it went down another hole and put it back down the middle. I just want to secure the hats to each other. And doing it this way, you shouldn't see the blue on that side. You can't even see which way I came in the blue. We're going to do that 1 or 2 more times. Just to secure the hat around so that the hats stay together. Okay, fold it in, and same thing, I'm gonna pull it through. I'm gonna see where that hat came through. Hat came through over here. I actually don't want it that high up, so I'm gonna go through the same hole and bring it up higher. There you go. So now it's coming through this way instead. See, you don't see it now. It says I want to hide it under this. So I'm going to grab a different stitch and throw it back under. Okay. And now we should be ready to tie off. Okay, I usually like to grab a few stitches and then put it through that loop that I created and tie off. We'll do that 2 more times. Okay, that's the second one. And one more time. We'll put it kind of in the middle. Sorry, this is the dark side. I probably should have done the light side so you guys can see. Hopefully there was enough light. Oops. I didn't make the loop. Hold on. Gotta pay attention to me making loops, and yeah, I need to actually create the loop. Okay, and then we're gonna go through this. Okay, make sure all of this yarn went through first. And tie. All right, you should be able to now snip off. I'm sorry. Snip off. And you're done with this side. Now you want to create the other side. The other side is already tied up to this side, so I'm not worried about these hats coming off. So all I'm gonna do is tie off on this side, and then we are done. So we're just gonna do 3 more ties off like we just saw, and we will be done. So 1 more time here through the hole, and then pull like we have been. I don't like to have this hole close until all the yarn has come through the other side. Okay, now I can let it close. Do it 1 more time. Okay, there you go. 1 more for me and I am done. And that is the most simplest hat you can do. This is the simplest hat I think you can do. And color change. So this is for a female, so I made it, they suggest 340 for adult hats, but this yarn runs a little looser, at least mine does. So I feel like 130 is a good amount for this hat. If you're seeing the gray come through, just fold it a little bit more and you should be done. So this is your reversible hat. So that's one side, and now you have the other side. I hope that helped you guys make the perfect brimmed super easy reversible beanies. Reversible beanies are my favorite thing to make because they're more than one color, and I get a space saving hats so that I can use more than one color hats. I love these things. You can make them brimmed, you can make them non-brimmed, and make them reversible. I will have a no brimmed reversible hat in another tutorial, but today we're just showing you the brimmed easy peasy reversible beanie. If this helped you, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe, and go ahead and comment if you tried it and it worked out great. Thanks for watching. Happy knitting. Bye.